These are the pictures I took of my bike when I first bought it. I went out that day not to buy a bike, but saw this in the showroom, and these are the pictures I took. I've had a wonderful year riding this bike around, and it was brilliant. But then after that year, something changed. I found it exciting, I found it thrilling, I found it enjoyable. I wanted to ride it, and I took every opportunity to do that. But after about a year, something had changed. I was no longer that excited about the bike. In fact, I was bored. And then I realised that this bike was never supposed to be the be-all and end-all. This bike was a stepping stone. Onto a bigger bike. I did the year on the 125 because I had survival reactions, and the year I spent on the 125 had bred those out, and I was now ready for that big bike. But which to go for? What to choose? And so I spent a long while agonising, looking at YouTube videos and researching stuff. What bike would be suitable? And I thought, well, I'd spent quite a time doing my Mod 1 and Mod 2. I didn't pass them first time. Well, I passed the Mod 2 first time, but not the first one, not the Mod 1. But I had spent an awful lot of time on the 650s for that big bike test, and I knew them quite well. So I thought, well, people had warned me, and they said, you will get bored. Whatever bike you get, you will get bored of it until you get your 1000cc big bike. But start off with a 600 or a 700 as your first bike, and then progress on onto your 1000cc. And that was sensible advice. But the thing is, I couldn't afford to buy two bikes in quick succession. I couldn't afford to change the bike after only a year. The bike I had to buy would have to last me. I'd have to be interested in it. And whilst people's advice I did value, I thought, well, they are only machines. They will only do what you tell them to do, and the inputs you put in via your brake levers, your clutch, and especially your right wrist. So with that in mind, I thought, I've got to just buy a big bike. One big bike is all I can afford. So let's look at the bigger bikes, and just with whichever one I choose, be careful with it. They are machines. They won't do anything you don't ask them to do. Well, hopefully not, most of the time. You know, but which bike should I get? So this is the first time I ever saw the bike, and this is what I thought of it. It is showroom. I mean, wow. So yeah, the Kawasaki YZFR 1400, 442cc, 210 brake horsepower, and limited to 186 miles per hour. This is what I thought would be a good bike to get straight after a 125. You know what? Don't regret buying it. And so this channel is going to be about me learning to ride and improve my skills on this bike. And I'm very much looking forward to getting out and about. But at the time of buying the bike, I hadn't yet passed my full license. I'd still had my license Mod 2 to go.